You may have heard a lot of information already about how this ESA program might work, but I'd like to take just a moment to explain the program as currently proposed. First, the bill focuses on those students who reside in school districts that have historically had our worst performing schools. In order for a student to be eligible to receive an ESA, they must reside in one of these priority districts. They must have attended a public school the year prior or be eligible for the first time to enroll in a Tennessee school. And they must also have an annual household income of less than twice the yearly federal income eligibility guidelines for the federal free lunch program. For a single parent, the household income would be capped at $42,796 a year. For a family of four, the cap would be $65,260. For a school to be eligible to accept ESA money, the school must be a Category 1, 2, or 3 private school as determined by the Department of Education. You can find a list of these schools that meet these requirements on the department's website. Additionally, eligible schools and providers would have to be approved by the Department of Education before they could participate in the ESA program. The ESA would be funded with the BEP dollars allocated to the student. ESA money could be used for a variety of approved educational expenses. Tuition at an approved school would obviously be the largest chunk, but this money could also be used for textbooks, tutoring services, the purchase of curriculum, fees for transportation to and from the school, school uniforms, technology needs for the student's education, and college prep courses. If a student graduates with money left in their ESA, they can even use the money for college. Finally, the program would be phased in over time. In the first year, proposed to be the 2021-2022 school year, the program would be available to 5,000 students. And each additional year, the enrollment cap would rise by 2,500 students until a total cap of 30,000 students is reached. If the enrollment cap is met in any given year, then enrollment will be based on a lottery system with preference going to students who have siblings in the program or are zoned to attend the bottom 5% of performing schools in the state, and students who are low income. However, once you have an ESA, you can't lose it unless you move outside your school district. One difference that distinguishes Governor Lee's ESA proposal from other education choice bills that we've considered in the past is the incredible investment that Governor Lee is making in our schools that need the most help. For every student that uses an ESA to attend a private school through this program, the governor is going to make an equal school improvement investment in that school in an amount that the district would have otherwise received had the student remained in the school that they were zoned to attend. These additional school improvement grant funds have been committed for the first 3 years that the program is in operation. The governor's capital investment in our most needy schools will help them realign funding priorities and focus on providing the best education to the students that they serve. Governor Lee is in no way abandoning his commitment to make public education the best it can be in the state of Tennessee. I strongly believe that this is an important reform that we must make to help Tennessee students make measurable achievements, especially for our most at-risk students. And we've seen it work in other states. Florida, for example, has spent the last 2 decades making significant gains relative to Tennessee. While Florida has initiated many of the same reforms that we have, such as accountability standards, evaluations, and so forth, the key difference has been Florida's robust environment of parental choice. In Florida, nearly 150,000 students participate in a private school choice program. A majority of these students fall into an at-risk or underrepresented demographic, and the vast majority come from districts that are majority low income. When comparing these populations only, in 1998, Florida and Tennessee were 40th and 26th respectively in 4th grade reading. Today, Florida is number 1 in the country, and Tennessee has sadly slipped to number 30. In 8th grade reading for those same groups in 1998, Florida was 25th in the country, Tennessee was 24th. Today, Florida is 3rd in the nation, and Tennessee has slipped to 43rd. Tennessee has made some great reforms over the last few years, and we have already seen these reforms start to move the needle. However, we can't stop there. We can't let the students who need our help the most continue to be stuck in a failing school. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to learn more about this important proposal. Tennessee is a wonderful state. We've got great students, we've got great schools, great teachers, but we must continue to innovate and be bold in our efforts to improve our education opportunities in the state of Tennessee. I'm grateful to Governor Lee for putting forward a very bold plan that I'm very proud to support. I want to thank my fellow senators and House members for standing with me and Governor Lee to make a difference for these kids and their education in Tennessee. Thanks again for watching, and we'll talk soon.